This tutorial will show you how to create a subscribe to newsletter pop-up box on your site. To show you what I mean here, I'm going to show you my test site here, and I'm just going to scroll down on the site. And you'll notice as I scroll down, there a subscribe to mailing list box pops up. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First, what we want to do is create a new canvas. We're going to do an add blank canvas on our page, and this is where we're going to put the actual pop-up box that's going to pop up. So I'm going to add that and then rename it pop-up. You can rename it anything you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and make that canvas just a little bit bigger so we can fit our pop-up box on it. Now to add our actual embed code into the canvas. So what we're going to do is go to the little embed code widget down here and add that. We'll size that up just a little bit. And then we're going to snag our embed code from whichever service you use to collect email addresses. In this case, I'm going to be using MailChimp, but there's all kinds of different email marketing platforms that you can use, and most will provide something like this. It should just be called the embed code for the subscription form or something like that. So I'm going to copy that from MailChimp, click on my embed widget, and then in the upper right-hand corner here, paste it in to where it says custom code. Now, once I click off, you see it automatically fills with that subscribe form. So I'm going to scale that down just a little bit to make my form a little bit smaller. And you'll see a scroll bar here, but that'll actually disappear once you publish the site. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is actually add a little square box behind the form so that it looks like it's a little box popping up on top of my site. So to do that, I'll add the rectangle widget down here. Then I'm going to move that object behind my embed code widget. Then I'm going to scale this box to be just a little bit bigger there. That looks good. And I'll go ahead and change the color of that to make it look a little bit better. So next, what we want to do is add a little X icon on top of this box, which is what people will click to make the box go away. So for this, I'm going to add the icon widget. Scale that down a little bit. And we're just going to put it in the upper right-hand corner here. And then under icon chooser, select a little X icon. All right, so now we need to change a few settings on this actual canvas. So first off, what I want to do is change the canvas background. I want to set that type to none. That's so that all we see is this box pop up. We don't see all that white space behind it. Then we want to change under the canvas settings a few things. So first of all, we want to make the canvas sticky to top so that whenever it pops up, it's popping up at the very top of the site and not just down here. And then we want to do hidden to start so that it only pops up when our action is triggered. Next up, we want to set the stacking order. We're going to change that to 6 for my site because I know the highest stacking order for another canvas is 5, so I want it to be 1 above that so that I make sure it pops up on top of every other canvas no matter where it's at. Okay, so now we're going to set up our trigger to have that box pop up. I'm going to go ahead and select this canvas here because what I'd like is for when you're scrolling down the site, when you come across this canvas, I want that subscribe box to pop up. So I can do that with scroll actions. So I selected this canvas, and I'm going to click on scroll actions, add an action, and I want it to trigger when it's on screen. So when this canvas is on screen, I want it to show a canvas, and then I want it to show my pop-up canvas. And then I want that to trigger just once because I don't want it to pop up every single time they see that canvas, or that would become kind of frustrating. All right, one last thing we need to set up down here on our form again is this little X box. So once this pops up, we have to have the way for the user to close it out. So we're going to change the click action on this box. I'm going to add an action, hide canvas, pop up. All right, that should do it. So let's go ahead and test it out. I'm going to do online preview here. And as we scroll down the site, you see we hit this canvas. And then there's our subscribe to mailing list box that pops up. Then the user can close that out if they want and go back to viewing the site. And that's all there is to it.